Top 7 worst foods every diabetic should avoid at all costs. When it comes to managing diabetes, the phrase, "you are what you eat," couldn't be more accurate. Yet, many people unknowingly sabotage their progress by consuming foods that wreak havoc on their blood sugar. What if I told you that some of the most common items in your kitchen might be doing more harm than good? Yes, those seemingly harmless snacks and staples could be silently derailing your health goals. Here's the shocking truth. It's not just about cutting sugar, it's about understanding which foods actively work against you. And no, these aren't just the usual suspects you hear about. Some of these items are marketed as healthy, yet they can trigger glucose spikes, increase insulin resistance, and even worsen inflammation. If you're serious about controlling your blood sugar, you need to know which foods to avoid at all costs. This list isn't about making you feel guilty, it's about empowerment. By identifying these dietary culprits, you can make informed choices that will improve your energy, stabilize your glucose, and boost your overall health. Are you ready to uncover the 7 worst foods for diabetics and learn how to steer clear of them? Let's get started. Sugary beverages. Sugary beverages, like sodas, energy drinks, and even certain fruit juices, are some of the biggest culprits when it comes to spiking blood sugar levels. These drinks are loaded with simple carbohydrates that enter the bloodstream almost instantly, causing a rapid rise in glucose. Think about it. A single can of soda contains about 39 grams of sugar. That's like dumping 10 teaspoons of sugar into your body. For someone managing diabetes, it's like adding fuel to a fire that's already hard to control. One of the sneaky ways sugary beverages harm diabetics is by delivering a lot of empty calories without any real nutritional benefit. For instance, swapping out sugary drinks for water or unsweetened tea can be a game changer. Instead of grabbing that sports drink after your workout, why not try coconut water with no added sugar? It's hydrating, naturally sweet, and much kinder to your blood sugar levels. The trouble with sugary drinks doesn't stop at spiking glucose levels. They can also contribute to insulin resistance over time. This means your body has to work even harder to manage blood sugar, creating a vicious cycle. A better alternative is to infuse water with fruits like lemon, cucumber, or berries for a refreshing and healthy option. It's not about deprivation, it's about making smarter choices that your future self will thank you for. If you're craving something fizzy, there are now plenty of low-sugar or no-sugar alternatives available, like sparkling water with natural flavors. These options satisfy your taste buds without causing chaos in your bloodstream. The key here is to always read labels carefully, as even healthy-looking beverages can be loaded with hidden sugars. Education is your best defense against these silent saboteurs. Now, think about how often sugary beverages find their way into your daily routine, at breakfast, during lunch, or as an afternoon pick-me-up. Imagine replacing those moments with drinks that truly nourish your body instead of harming it. And speaking of breakfast, let's talk about another hidden danger. White bread and refined grains. White bread and refined grains. White bread and refined grains might seem harmless, but for diabetics, they're like a wolf in sheep's clothing. These foods are stripped of their natural fiber and nutrients, leaving behind a product that's quickly broken down into sugar in the bloodstream. Imagine eating a slice of white bread. It's almost like consuming pure sugar when it comes to how it affects your blood sugar levels. For someone trying to maintain control, this can be a serious setback. The problem with refined grains isn't just how quickly they spike glucose, but also how they leave you feeling hungry shortly after. Without fiber to slow digestion, these foods don't provide lasting energy. Instead, why not swap white bread for whole grain options like sprouted bread or even wraps made from almond flour? These alternatives are packed with fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar and keeps you feeling fuller for longer. Many people don't realize how much refined grains are hiding in everyday foods like pastries, crackers, and even pasta. A simple change, like switching to quinoa or lentil pasta, can make a huge difference. These options are not only lower on the glycemic index, but also loaded with protein and fiber, making them perfect for anyone managing diabetes. If you're a fan of breakfast cereals, pay close attention to the labels. Many are made from refined grains and loaded with added sugars. Instead, consider starting your day with oatmeal, topped with chia seeds and fresh berries. It's a satisfying, nutrient-packed meal that won't send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. Small swaps like these can have a massive impact on your overall health. Refined grains might be everywhere, but you have the power to choose better options. It's all about finding alternatives that work for your lifestyle and taste preferences. Now that we've tackled bread and grains, let's move on to another common pitfall: Fried foods. Fried foods. Fried foods may be crispy and delicious, but they come with a hidden price, especially for diabetics. Whether it's French fries, fried chicken, or deep-fried snacks, these foods are loaded with unhealthy trans fats and empty calories. Not only do they raise cholesterol levels, but they also lead to insulin resistance over time. Think about it. Indulging in fried foods occasionally might feel harmless, but it's like adding a slow-burning fuel to a fire you're trying to put out. The process of frying foods often strips away their natural nutrients, leaving behind a calorie-dense meal that offers little to no benefit. For example, swapping fried chicken for grilled or baked options can make a world of difference. Season it with spices and herbs to boost flavor without sacrificing health. You'll still enjoy a satisfying meal, but without the negative effects on your blood sugar. Another issue with fried foods is the way they're often paired with high-carb sides, like fries, rolls, or sugary dips. Instead, why not try air-fried vegetables like zucchini or sweet potatoes? They give you that satisfying crunch with far fewer calories and none of the harmful fats. It's about finding balance while still enjoying your favorite flavors. The oils used in frying are often highly processed and inflammatory, making them particularly dangerous for diabetics. Olive oil or avocado oil are much healthier choices for cooking. For instance, you can pan-sear fish or vegetables in olive oil for a healthier alternative that's packed with nutrients. These small changes can have a big impact on your overall health. Fried foods may seem irresistible, but there are countless healthier alternatives that are just as tasty. Once you start exploring these options, you'll see that eating healthy doesn't mean sacrificing flavor. Speaking of processed foods, let's take a closer look at another hidden enemy: processed meats. Processed meats. Processed meats like sausages, hot dogs, bacon, and deli meats are some of the most harmful foods for diabetics. These products are often packed with preservatives, sodium, and unhealthy fats, which can contribute to inflammation and worsen insulin resistance. Imagine starting your day with processed bacon. It might taste good, but it's like inviting a host of health issues to your table. For diabetics, these foods are a ticking time bomb. One of the biggest concerns with processed meats is their high sodium content. Excessive sodium can raise blood pressure, which is already a common concern for diabetics. Instead of processed deli meats, try roasted chicken or turkey breast sliced at home. It's fresher, healthier, and free from the preservatives that make processed meats so dangerous. Studies have also linked processed meats to an increased risk of heart disease and certain cancers, making them a double threat for diabetics. But don't worry, you can enjoy flavorful alternatives like grilled salmon or marinated tofu. These options are not only heart-healthy, but also help stabilize blood sugar levels, giving you a win-win for your health. For those who love sandwiches or wraps, there are plenty of ways to recreate the experience without relying on processed meats. Fill your wraps with hummus, fresh vegetables, and lean proteins like grilled chicken or beans. You'll still get a satisfying protein-rich meal without the downsides of processed meat. Cutting out processed meats doesn't mean cutting out flavor. It's about exploring fresh, wholesome ingredients that nourish your body rather than harm it. Now that we've addressed the dangers of processed meats, let's turn our attention to a surprising hidden trap: sweetened breakfast cereals. Sweetened breakfast cereals. Sweetened breakfast cereals often disguise themselves as healthy options, but they're far from it, especially for diabetics. These cereals are typically loaded with added sugars and refined grains, which cause blood sugar spikes first thing in the morning. Imagine starting your day with a bowl of colorful cereal. It's like eating dessert for breakfast. For someone managing diabetes, this can set the tone for unstable glucose levels all day long. One of the biggest issues with these cereals is how misleading their packaging can be. Terms like whole grain or fortified with vitamins give the illusion of health, but a quick look at the ingredient list often reveals high fructose corn syrup and other hidden sugars. Instead, try starting your day with unsweetened oatmeal topped with chia seeds and fresh berries. It's a much more balanced and satisfying choice. Sweetened cereals also lack the fiber needed to slow digestion and maintain steady blood sugar levels. A better alternative is homemade granola made with nuts, seeds, and a touch of natural sweetener like honey. Pair it with unsweetened almond milk for a crunchy, flavorful breakfast that keeps your energy levels stable. If you're craving variety in your morning routine, consider trying savory breakfast options like scrambled eggs with spinach or an avocado toast on whole grain bread. These meals are packed with nutrients and don't come with the sugar overload that cereals bring. Small changes like this can have a lasting impact on your health. Sweetened cereals may seem convenient, but they're a shortcut to health problems for diabetics. By choosing wholesome, nutrient-dense options instead, you're not only stabilizing your blood sugar, but also fueling your body for the day ahead. Now let's dive into another common dietary challenge: full-fat dairy products. Full-fat dairy products. Full-fat dairy products like whole milk, cream, butter, and certain cheeses may seem harmless but can pose significant challenges for diabetics. These foods are high in saturated fats, which can increase insulin resistance and raise bad cholesterol levels. Imagine starting your day with a latte made with whole milk. It might feel comforting, but it's adding unnecessary fats that your body struggles to process effectively. The saturated fats in full-fat dairy don't just impact blood sugar management, they can also contribute to weight gain, a major concern for many diabetics. A simple swap, like using unsweetened almond or oat milk instead of whole milk, can make a big difference. These plant-based options are lower in calories and fats, while still providing a creamy texture for your coffee, cereal, or smoothies. Full-fat dairy is also often present in hidden forms, like in creamy salad dressings, sauces, and desserts. By replacing these with lighter options, like Greek yogurt-based dressings or avocado for creaminess, you can enjoy the same flavors without compromising your health. These small changes add up, helping you maintain better control over your blood sugar levels. For cheese lovers, the key is moderation and smarter choices. Opt for lower-fat cheeses like mozzarella or ricotta instead of cheddar or cream cheese. Pair them with high-fiber crackers or fresh vegetables for a balanced snack. You'll still get to indulge without the heavy impact of saturated fats on your health. Full-fat dairy may be tempting, but there are plenty of delicious, healthier alternatives to explore. By making thoughtful swaps, you're not just cutting calories, you're investing in better blood sugar control and overall well-being. Next up, let's address one of the most dangerous culprits hiding in plain sight: packaged snacks and desserts. Packaged snacks and desserts. Packaged snacks and desserts are the ultimate convenience. But for diabetics, they can be a hidden minefield. These items are often loaded with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives that wreak havoc on blood sugar levels. Imagine grabbing a granola bar that claims to be healthy, only to realize it's packed with as much sugar as a candy bar. It's a common trap that leaves many struggling to maintain control. One of the biggest issues with packaged snacks is their lack of satiety. They might provide a quick burst of energy, but it's usually followed by a crash, leaving you hungrier than before. A better alternative? Prepare homemade snacks like roasted chickpeas, mixed nuts, or veggie sticks with hummus. These options are easy to make, nutrient-rich, and help keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day. Desserts like cookies, cakes, and pastries are particularly challenging because they're not only high in sugar but also made with refined flour. Instead of traditional desserts, consider baking with almond or coconut flour and using natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. A homemade almond flour brownie can be just as satisfying, but much gentler on your glucose levels. The packaging of these products often markets them as low-fat or high-fiber, creating a false sense of security. Always check the labels carefully for hidden sugars and unhealthy ingredients. For example, even sugar-free snacks often contain artificial sweeteners that can still impact your health negatively. Knowledge is power when navigating these deceptive options. Packaged snacks and desserts may seem like a quick fix for cravings, but they often come at a high cost to your health. By embracing whole, minimally processed alternatives, you're setting yourself up for better blood sugar control and long-term success. Now that we've uncovered the dangers of these foods, let's tie everything together and move toward actionable change. Now that you know the 7 worst foods for diabetics, it's time to take action. How many of these sneaky culprits are hiding in your daily routine? The good news is, you're in control. You have the power to replace these harmful foods with smarter, healthier choices that will keep your blood sugar in check and your energy levels soaring. Ask yourself this: what's one small change you can make today? Maybe it's swapping sugary beverages for infused water or choosing whole grains over refined ones. These little adjustments might seem minor, but over time, they'll add up to a healthier, more vibrant you. The best part? You don't have to do it all at once. Progress, not perfection, is what counts. So, what's your next step? Will you start reading food labels more carefully or experiment with making your own snacks at home? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your journey could inspire someone else to take their first step too. Remember, change starts with a single choice, and you're already on the right path by seeking this knowledge. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more tips and tricks for managing diabetes. Together, we can turn small, consistent actions into life-changing results. Let's make this journey one of empowerment, growth, and lasting health.